Hello everybody, I'm here to talk about the new Master Wedge, which was a product that I've been working on for the last 10 or 15 years because I was very frustrated as a dentist when I'm doing my Class 2 composites that I just wasn't getting the quality of the contact point that I wanted. So what I was doing was I was taking a Wizard wide base wedge and I was chopping the top off it all the time so that I could form the matrix band to get a nice wide and deep contact point. And I thought, why am I doing this all the time? And so by reinventing the wedge like I have in this way, I hope to have solved several other problems, and I'll show you some of the other problems. One of the big problems I had was that there wasn't enough separation power in these wedges. I pushed it in as hard as I could, but wood just doesn't have the resilience. So I put this internal compressible rubber layer in, and you can see it as this yellow bit. So not only does it push the teeth apart, but it also adapts to the teeth and gives you better contours. Also, while I was at it, I thought, instead of having a flat pair of pliers or tweezers on a triangular shape, let's make a ball and socket joint. That way we can angle the wedge at any angle we want, we can rotate it, and we've got versatility. And also it locks it up nice and firmly, so now I can push hard without fear of those pliers or tweezers slipping and digging into the gum. You don't need to use a ring, although you can use a ring, and if you do, use one like the Garrison one where it's got those compressible rubber layers so it gives you a nice seal. That way there's less cleaning up time, removing the flash later on. And if you don't cut off the top of the wedge, you get this problem where the apex pushes on the matrix band and you don't get a nice contact point. If you cut off the top, like I've shown here, you're enabled then to avoid common problems. Another common problem is this step line here that you get when you go around the apex. When you burnish it, you look down inside the filling and you see this line. Well, that line is this ledge. But by removing that whole apex area, you get a nice smooth, line-free, step-free contour, which is wider and deeper, brings the contact point down from the marginal ridge down to where it belongs. The wedge pliers, some people say, are better than the wedge itself. They're fantastic because you can squeeze them and lock them. You put the wedge into this ball and socket area here. Look, I'll show you. There's the ball, there's the socket. Just grab it, squeeze it, and you can lock it up. Squeeze it to lock, squeeze it to release. It's as easy as that. Real world molars, they require bigger sizes than what we're used to in the past. So I've invented 3 bigger sizes. As you can see in this kit here, we've got these sizes here which are bigger than most of the Wizard wide base wedges. And I've also developed these 3 smaller sizes so you can get into these tight anterior gaps. Because I used to find I was shaving them down so I could use them in the front teeth. What a waste of time. So I hope you enjoy using Master Wedge. I'm getting lots of positive feedback from dentists who are old friends of mine who are telling me how well it's going, and I hope you can also get the same positive experience and get better quality contact points and get them a lot easier.